Hi, today I want to do a short video about grommets. And these are I think you call them grommets anyway. These are these little, like little ring pieces that come in two parts, and you make a hole in the fabric or whatever it is you want to make a hole in, and then you kind of punch them together, and then what happens is you get this nice little hole in your fabric. They're used in sails, the clew and the tack ends where rope can go in. And when you want to reef your sails, you have to make not only a new clew and tack on your main sail, but also you have to make little reefing holes so you can tie the sail up mid sail as well to the boom. So the first thing I'll note is these were my I mean, these are just cheap really off Amazon. I think they were like £12 for a whole set of 100, and originally I was going to use these, but the thought did occur to me that I hadn't tested them for seawater, so or water in general. So these have actually been outside for nearly 2 weeks. I don't know if you can make out. This has got no rust on it. This one's got a little bit of rusting. You know, when you get that surface rust on the inside there. I don't know if you can tell. But other than that, they've stood up quite well. What I might do is get a little cup, put a bit of salt in it, and make some salt water, and then drop these halfway in to see if that makes any difference. And interestingly, what I could do is compare them to what I've actually gone and bought. So I actually spent a lot of time finding really good grommets that would be suitable for sails. And thank God I've actually found these. So these are proper grommets. They've got a British standard, and I measured up what I had on my sails already, and you know, measured a few sizes. So I've got a few sizes because I don't know how big I want the sort of the reefing ones to be, because they've got to be big enough to thread rope through that can be knotted both sides, so it gives you a nice way of tying your sail up to the boom. But they've got to be small enough, not for the rope to fall through or to need really thick rope. And anyway, I found these are pure brass grommets, specifically designed for sails, and you can see these ones have spikes in them for maximum hold. And when you feel these and hold these compared to this, the cheaper one I just shown you, you can just feel the weight and the solidity of these are brilliant. So these will not only not rust, but they're also, I've got different sizes, and they didn't cost much. They were like 10p each. So I bought, you could buy 50 for like £5, and I got loads of uses for these. And then those will just clamp together, and then you knock them over the special tool here to secure them. And I've got various sizes here. If I just bring the camera, let's just bring this camera down. Still trying to get to grips with this camera a little bit, the stand at least anyway. So here's the ones I bought. So I bought this size. These are for the clew ends. I've got another job that I want to do, so I have bought a few more of those than I need. And then you get these tools that come in two parts. This is the base and this is the top, and you actually give them a good whack with a hammer and they should close those up nicely. We'll do some practicing beforehand. This little board, which I mean, it's just looking like a piece of perspex, to be honest with you. Paid about £4 for that, but there we go. That's just for cutting on. And then you also get some cutting tools as well, which you can't see, unfortunately. They're in, all that paper's waxed paper, I can't open it. But you knock a hole in the sail before you would then kind of push this middle part through the hole. So I got various sizes. I got these which are looking, I don't know if they're a little bit small, and then I got these sizes which are slightly bigger. Maybe they don't look that small, and then I got slightly bigger ones here as well. So I got a whole, oh no, they're just the backs to these. These probably will do. So what we'll do, we'll get some string and rope, and we'll have a little play with those. And I think this week what we'll do is we'll focus on getting my mirror dinghy's mainsail reefed, and we'll go through the whole process from start to finish. Here we're in the workshop, and I've been busy varnishing. Just varnishing, you just have to get on with it really. And I think I've pretty much done all I can on there. And I varnished the flagpole. I think that's got 4 or 5 coats on it now. So they're done. And there is the flagpole completely finished. You can see how it's actually got quite a lot of friction on there. So I think it'll stay up there on its own accord. And if it does need a little bit of help, then we can use some tie-its to just keep it on there. But there's no way it's getting over there. And the wind, as it's flapping, will probably be pushing it up, if anything. So I'm really pleased with that. It's going to look really great on the boat. And we could actually put a little mounting point on the mirror as well for this. We'll have to see. I don't like putting holes in the mirror, but I think if we put a couple of little brackets on the mirror, this would look really good going off the back. We could have a UK flag and maybe this one, or we'll put it in the shrouds. We'll see. Hello, we're back in the back cave. I just wanted to show you my new purchase, which is, well, actually I purchased this a long time ago, and due to COVID, it's taken a long time to get here, but it is now here. And this is a cable that extends the battery on, well, what it allows you to do is moves the Epropulsion battery, which is here, off the back of here, and you can move it up to, I think this cable's 2 meters into the boat. So it works the same as my scooter battery cable that I made myself. So normally the battery would, let's show you. Let's move that a little bit out so we're in good camera shot. Normally the battery would click onto here, and it clicks on quite easily. There you go. And you just screw the power connector in there, and then you would operate the outboard in the normal way. But you could probably tell when I was putting it on one-handed there, this is not light. This is about, let's see if we can find out how heavy it is on the back here. I would say this is at least in the range of 5, 6, probably more, maybe 8. Feels more than 5, but less than 10 kilos. And of course on the mirror dinghy, that's quite a lot of weight to have hanging off the transom and hanging off at the back of the boat. So any weight that I can put, move from the back and move it to the front is brilliant. And that's all this cable does. So it has a male and female side. The female side will go in here, screw onto there, nice and waterproof. And then the other side can then go find the battery. Whoop, click into here, and then that's moved the battery right up front. You don't have to really look after these batteries so much. They're waterproof and they float, so if you do capsize, in a lake it's not the end of the world, but in the sea you might not find it again. But anyway, I'm really excited now, so that means I can use this battery a bit more, because I was tending to use my little scooter battery. Let's get me on camera here. I was trying to get my scooter battery. I was using my scooter battery more, and I was almost not using this. So I wanted to kind of balance out how I use the batteries, so they both kept at roughly the same age and use. So that will now breathe new life into this, and also it means I only have to take this battery with me if it's a short trip. I don't have to take both, because I can now put them both in the front of the boat. So that's brilliant. So I might be doing a couple more projects videos this week. Main reason is that the weather's terrible. So it's touch and go whether we'll get down to the lake this week. But it is only early April. And I do remember that last season, I don't think I actually got down to the lake until end of April, middle of May. So, you know, so there's plenty of time to get a whole good season's worth of sailing in. So, you know, I'm not going to fret. It just might mean we've got a few more project videos to do, you know, rather than sailing. But I am getting frustrated. You know, sailing's what I really want to do. And, you know, if I can sail, I will sail. So that's a little bit about all the projects I'm doing. Let's move on and let's see how we're going to do this.